After Dog's grim diagnosis, a woman made a choice that no other owner would. Popularly referred to as man's best friend, dogs always seem to hold a special place in their owners' hearts. For Jenny and Scott Leach, this was no different. While absolute dog lovers and rescuers themselves, they've always been willing to lend a helping hand to animals in need. But what they didn't realize is that they were set to face their toughest challenge yet. While a playful and affectionate dog, Theo was diagnosed with a devastating condition. Determined to help him enjoy his life, the couple made a heartwarming decision. Having been together since high school, Jenny and Scott have more than just a happy marriage. They also share the same passion for helping dogs in need. Just some of their dogs include Tilly, who's blind, and Rue, a chipper little chihuahua who's struggling to walk. Little did the couple know that their family would soon grow a little larger. Jenny and Scott do everything they can to brighten up the lives of the dogs they take care of. The couple loves to host what they call Sunday Fun Day to keep the dogs active and excited about life. But what about those that struggle to walk? Well, Scott takes 5 chihuahuas along in a stroller. Still, this wasn't the end of the couple's mission. Despite all the love that Jenny and Scott had provided to dogs in need, they knew that there were still others out there who needed saving. That's when Theo, a dog who was abandoned in a Walmart parking lot, was picked up by animal control. Knowing that Jenny was someone who could help in the situation, the vet called her immediately. She did, however, warn the dog lover that the situation wasn't pretty. Upon first seeing Theo, Jenny's heart dropped. The dog looked completely dejected. As her motherly instincts kicked in, she took Theo back home with her. "I don't even know if I told you, actually," Jenny said to her husband. "No, you didn't," Scott laughed. But even with a new home, Theo faced a tough road ahead. As Jenny drove home with Theo, she couldn't stop thinking about how roughed up and sad he seemed in the back seat. She felt the need to help him even before they arrived home. "On the way home, I stopped and got him a bath," Jenny recalled. Once they got back in the car, however, something remarkable unfolded before her eyes. Jenny decided to give the squeaky clean Theo a chance to pick out a new toy, and he immediately chose a blue octopus. As she drove him home, Jenny couldn't believe the sight that she spotted in her rearview mirror. Theo was like a puppy, joyfully bouncing up and down with his new toy. Still, there was a sad reality that Theo had to contend with. As a joyful and sprightly dog, it might be difficult to wonder why anyone would choose to abandon Theo. Sadly, Jenny knew the answer. Estimated to be around 12, old age wasn't the only challenge that Theo now faced. This adorable hound was also fighting testicular cancer, so surely something had to be done to help him. Sadly, not much could be done. As a result of his age and the spread of his disease, Theo was not a candidate for surgery. And by the time Jenny and Scott took him in, his cancer had already spread to his prostate and his abdomen. Still, the couple remained determined to help Theo in any way they could. While Theo may not have had any path to recovery, Jenny and Scott knew that there was still plenty they could do to ease their furry friend's suffering. In addition to providing him with Chinese herbs to help stop the cancer spread, the couple also made sure to give Theo pain meds so that he could enjoy himself as much as possible. For a dog in his condition, it was estimated that Theo had just a few weeks left to live. Still, witnessing his joy when playing with his toy octopus made Jenny realize that he still had some living left to do. It was at that moment that Jenny committed to helping Theo enjoy his last days. Soon after the Leach family took Theo in, Jenny sent an email to CBS Chicago to tell its team how they intended to help him live out his best life. By how exactly? By completing all the items on his bucket list, of course. Immediately, reporter Brad Edwards knew that this was a story that the world needed to know about. CBS Chicago alerted viewers to Theo's situation, appealing to those who were capable of helping this furry fellow with the many intriguing adventures on his bucket list. It was like crazy after that, Jenny told Brad Edwards, explaining how she received responses from people across the world, including Australia, India, and Germany. And that was just the start. Having been left on his own just a few days before, Theo became an incredibly popular canine due to his media exposure. Having touched the hearts of TV viewers far and wide, many people helped to create some unforgettable moments for this now joyful pup. And while some experiences were fairly normal, others were outrageous. With a boat ride in Wonder Lake and a tour of a fire station, Theo's bucket list was off to an exciting start. Fortunately, Jenny and Scott were aware of Theo's birthday, throwing him a jaw-dropping bash to celebrate. Soon enough, Theo would begin making some unlikely friends. Theo went for a visit to the nature-filled suburb of McHenry, where he met a pony, and one dog lover named Stacy was so touched by Theo's story that she paid him a visit with her German Shepherd, Sasha, for a fun-filled playdate. If you thought the excitement ended there, you would be sorely mistaken. But it wasn't just pet owners and other animals that took to Theo. A local brewery named Roaring Table Brewery even decided to name a beer after him, called Theo's Octopus Beer. This beverage pays tribute to Theo, as well as the beloved blue octopus toy that helped him recapture the joy in his life. Plus, as a beloved member of his community, Theo would go on to receive the highest honor that any dog could hope for, a policing honor. He was sworn in as an honorary police canine with the city of Crystal Lake, Jenny told CBS Chicago. Still, there was plenty more fun waiting for Officer Theo. With a few items left on his bucket list, Theo's dreams were realized with the help of Jenny and Scott. After attending a music concert and even meeting an Elvis impersonator, Theo participated in a zany Scooby-Doo photo shoot, where he and the Leech's other dogs posed as characters from the show. But sadly, the fun couldn't go on forever. Well, given just a few weeks to live, Theo ended up living for over 5 months thanks to the support, compassion, and exciting moments that were thrown his way. Sadly, he later suffered a seizure and had to be put down as a result. While a sad moment, there is a positive message that can be drawn from this story. No matter how much Theo may have suffered due to his disease, Jenny and Scott, along with a huge group of supporters, made sure to provide him with some truly precious memories. This story proves that no matter how bad things get, there's always a chance to turn things around, and that goes for a veteran dog too. Please share this with your friends and family.